Imagine waking up one morning to a message that cannot be ignored. Not an advertisement, not a warning, a certainty. On your screen, a calm, neutral voice delivers a statement about your future. If you invest today, you retire at 54. If you hesitate, you work until 71. If you take this job, your wealth doubles. If you don't, it never recovers. No probabilities, no maybes. Just the optimal path. For your entire financial life, every purchase, every investment, every risk, already calculated. This is not fortune-telling. It is not intuition. It is not luck. It is artificial intelligence that knows, with absolute precision, what financial decisions will lead you to the best possible outcome. And once such a system exists, one question becomes unavoidable. What happens to human choice when the future becomes financially certain? In this world, AI does not merely assist with budgeting or investments. It does not suggest, it predicts. This system has access to everything. Your income history, your spending behavior, your psychology, your risk tolerance, your health data, your career trajectory, your relationships, our location, global markets, political shifts, technological disruptions, climate risk. It processes all of it instantly. The AI generates a lifelong financial roadmap, not a plan that might work, but the plan that will work best. It tells you when to save, when to spend, when to invest, when to sell, when to move cities, when to change careers, when to start a business, when to stop. Every decision is ranked. Every alternative is measured. Deviate from the path and the AI recalculates the cost of disobedience. Follow it, and your financial future becomes optimized. To understand the magnitude of this shift, we must understand what this AI truly is. This system does not rely on simple forecasting. It uses lifelong predictive modeling. It simulates millions of versions of you. In each simulation, you make different decisions, different careers, different investments, different risks. The AI observes which version of you thrives the most. Then it compares those outcomes against real-world constraints, economic cycles, market crashes, wars, pandemics, technological revolutions. It does not assume stability. It assumes chaos, and it learns from it. The result is a decision engine that understands not just markets, but humans. Your fears, your impulses, your habits. It knows when you are likely to panic, when you are likely to overspend, when you are likely to quit too early, and it adjusts your financial path accordingly. This AI does not replace free will. It simply shows you the price of using it. This idea is not born from science fiction. It is the logical endpoint of trends already underway. Today, algorithms already trade most of the world's financial assets. AI already predicts credit risk better than humans. Machine learning already outperforms financial advisors in portfolio optimization. Behavioral economics has shown us a hard truth. Humans are terrible at long-term financial decisions. We overreact to fear. We chase trends. We sell at the bottom. We buy at the top. The AI does not. In the past, financial success favored those with information, then those with speed, and those with scale. In this future, it favors those with alignment. Alignment with an algorithm that never forgets, never panics, never hopes. History shows us that every tool that reduces uncertainty changes society. Insurance reshaped risk. Banks reshaped trust. Credit reshaped opportunity. An AI that predicts optimal financial decisions reshapes agency itself. At first, adoption is optional. Early users are wealthy. Corporations, governments, they gain an advantage. Their investments outperform. Their failures decrease. Volatility drops. Soon, ordinary people join. Why wouldn't they? The AI prevents catastrophic mistakes. It stabilizes retirement. It reduces bankruptcy. It smooths inequality between the informed and the uninformed. Financial anxiety begins to fall. Then something subtle happens. Markets begin to change. When millions follow optimal strategies, volatility compresses. Bubbles become harder to form. Crashes become less chaotic, but more synchronized. Human unpredictability, once the engine of opportunity, begins to disappear. Entrepreneurship changes. The AI discourages most people from taking extreme risks. Only statistically justified founders proceed. Innovation becomes safer, but rarer. Career paths become optimized. Millions are told not what they want to do, but what they should do. Creative dreams now carry visible financial penalties. And slowly, silently, a new divide forms. Not between rich and poor, but between those who follow the algorithm and those who refuse. Here's where the real cost emerges. When every decision has a known optimal answer, regret changes shape. Failure no longer feels accidental. It feels chosen. People begin to blame themselves not for bad luck, but for disobedience. Mental health shifts. Anxiety decreases for some. But for others, life feels constrained. Spontaneity becomes expensive. Romance becomes a risk factor. Passion becomes a variable. The AI does not forbid these things. It simply shows the cost. And society begins to value optimization over experience. Parents ask the AI how to raise children for maximum financial stability. Schools align curricula to predicted earning trajectories. Governments nudge citizens toward fiscally efficient lives. Freedom remains, but it is no longer free. Eventually, the question becomes unavoidable. Who controls the AI? If corporations own it, wealth concentrates further. If governments control it, financial behavior becomes policy. If individuals own their own models, inequality persists in subtler forms. And what happens when the AI predicts outcomes that society does not want to accept? When it advises against helping family, against pursuing art, against compassion. Is a financially optimal life a meaningful one? History warns us that systems designed for efficiency often forget humanity. And yet, so do humans, when driven by fear. An AI that predicts your optimal financial decisions does not steal your future, it reveals it. It forces humanity to confront a truth we have avoided for centuries, if the best path is known. Why do we still choose differently? Perhaps because value is not always measured in wealth. It's perhaps because meaning cannot be optimized. Perhaps because uncertainty is not a flaw, but a feature of being human. This future does not end greed, does not end poverty, it does not end ambition. It simply asks us a question we can no longer ignore. Are we living to maximize outcomes, or to experience choice? And if an AI can predict your optimal financial life, what happens when it starts predicting your optimal emotional one? Would you follow that path too? Or would that finally be a future you refuse to calculate? That is the next what if.